It is with a heavy heart and with no small amount of grief and regret that we here at AT News must announce Curtis Sliwa will not be the next mayor of New York City. The people of New York have spoken and decided that free buses and government-subsidized groceries are preferable to an army of delusional deadbeats in red berets beating up anyone that gets speaking Spanish out on the street. Yes, Zohran Mamdani will be the next mayor of New York City, despite, as previously reported, every effort to characterize Mamdani as an inexperienced, evil, communist Muslim terrorist.
Thank you, my friends! The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity. For as long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name as we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change. A mandate for a new kind of politics. A mandate for a city we can afford. And a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City. So before I say anything else, I must say this. Thank you. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refuse to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum.
The day was, to paraphrase Antonio Gramsci, one where the old world died, the new one struggled to be born, and in between, the time of monsters. Most of them on Twitter posting footage of 9/11 and claiming New Yorkers were voting for that. The day began with the death of one of the main architects of the war on terror and ended with one of the many targets of their policies overcoming 20 years of adversity and prejudice to become mayor of America's unofficial capital, a change that used to be the sort of thing we would celebrate in this country. Over 1 million New Yorkers cast their vote for a mayor offering tangible changes to their daily lives rather than stoking their fears about possible reprisals from the Trump administration. Despite running and losing to Mamdani in the Democratic primary, Andrew Cuomo spent the majority of this race offering little more than that he would be a mayor that supports Israel, had previous experience and body counts, as Mamdani pointed out, and most importantly, would be a preferable candidate to President Donald Trump and his administration. In that, Cuomo was proven correct, as he received 11th-hour endorsements from Elon Musk, Stephen Miller, and Donnie Deals himself. While on the other side of the aisle, prominent Democrats like Chuck Schumer still hesitated to even congratulate the mayor-elect, maintaining the same indifference to his efforts they had since his primary win. While I wish I could say that any of this surprises me, the truth is when it comes to what the Democratic Party is willing to fight for, what their actions, and not their words, say about who they are and where they stand, the difference between blue and red is only skin deep. Both parties have had the luxury of playing a game of reactionary tug-of-war, neither side gaining any permanent ground, significant gains other than some social issues and matters of culture war. Promises that are now 3 generations old have been left to rot and decay, with only a few on the fringes keeping a slim hope alive that our material conditions can and would be improved with time. As much as I believe Zoran's policies, if he is able to properly implement them, will be an overall good, they are still a drop in the bucket, not quite a half measure of what should have and could have been offered by a party that contributed little more to this victory than its silence. We here at AT News will not be offering our silence. Exactly the opposite. Mayor-elect Mamdani has a lot of work ahead of him, a lot of promises to keep, and a lot of hope riding on him. And all I can say is, you had better deliver, Zoran. For AT News, I'm Dave.
They pretty much a stupid dude. I don't even know.